operating with the systemic lens naturally?
This question is very valid because in my experience, I found after having practiced coaching as a credential, God knows whatever labor I had, I found that many people who I coach individually were transformed, but they were not able to apply the transformation with the group of people that they were working with, either in families or in workplace. And that was because the team itself was not addressed together. So as a result, they either regressed back to where they started from, or they resigned and moved out of that team. It was total waste of money as far as the organization to have sponsored such people. It's very rare, very, very rare that an individual has a problem which is disassociated with anybody else. I mean, such a person will be probably living in a forest and ashram. He won't come to a coach anyway. So anyone who's living a normal life, I would call it, in terms of an environment, needs to be, even if we are coaching them individually, they need to be coached with an individual systemic approach. That means when we are exploring into their issues, what is it they want to aspire to, what their challenges are. This should be on the basis of how they are going to impact others with them and how others are going to impact. Like, for example, one of the very, very simple questions I start with very often when somebody says, okay, for my career growth, I need to happen, this has to happen, etc. So, yeah. Then one of my questions would be, okay, some of the things that we are talking about, does it mean that you'll be moving out of your current location, moving somewhere? Oh, yeah, it might be possible. Have you thought about how it impacts you and also how it impacts other people? Because if you're having a wife and children and family and so on, but then suddenly something comes out. They haven't even thought about it. Because unfortunately, especially caught in this corporate world, rat race and all that, we become too selfish. We really don't even think about how other people are impacted by our decision. So a systemic approach brings to our awareness and our consciousness how other people are dependent on us for something when we are dependent on others also for something else.